Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to share my 1 year weight loss update. A year ago, pretty much to the day, I started the low carb keto diet, and it has been a year since then, and it's been an interesting journey of highs and lows and a real adventure. And so I thought I'd reflect back on some of the adventures in the last year and how I've gone and what the future holds as well. So if you are new to my channel, welcome, and make sure that you subscribe to join this awesome Yummy Inspirations community. I share all kinds of yummy recipes and meal ideas, and in a couple of months time I am moving my family from Australia over to Ireland, so there are loads of adventures to come. So subscribe to join this community and make sure that you leave a like and a comment on my video. I'd love to hear any requests you have for future videos, topics you'd like me to make down the track. I leave it over to you. So let's get on to it. So yeah, a year ago today I started on the low carb keto diet. I was in a very unhealthy, unhappy kind of place. I really knew I needed to do something, wasn't sure what it was, and my mum's partner had been on keto for a while, and a lot of his family had success with it, so I looked into it and decided, you know, I'm just going to give it a go and start, and I absolutely loved it. I love the way of eating, I love all the keto food, low carb, high fat. I absolutely fell in love, just jumped in head first and just enjoyed every step of the way. And yep, I lost weight along the way, but I just felt so much healthier and happier than I had felt in forever. My skin, my hair, everything felt amazing. I was sleeping better, everything, just so many health improvements that came along with the weight loss, which was awesome as well. And when I look back on photos, I think through this video I might share a couple of photos of befores and afters as well. But yeah, the before photo, when I look through before photos, and I'll leave a blog post down below as well, because as usual I record these, chat, I'm not sure what I'm going to say, and then I kind of put all my thoughts together in a nice cohesive blog post, so check down below for that. But yeah, when I see the before photos, my face just looks sad. I just everything, my skin doesn't look healthy, my eyes don't look healthy, just everything. Whereas now I know I've still got a way to go on my weight loss journey, but I just feel so much brighter, happier, healthier, so much more myself, which is really, really awesome. And so yeah, those are all the highs through the year. Obviously weight loss, feeling happier, healthier, really addressing some of my binging habits and snacking habits, and trying to just address that. And well, with keto I wasn't hungry as much. I really tried to listen a lot more intuitively to my hunger signals rather than constantly feeding myself. And along with the highs come the not so highs, the more challenging moments of the year. Diet I found to be really easy to get the habit of it and to have meals, but it was definitely challenging having plateaus and super long plateaus. And I know one thing I found a lot in the keto community is when you're having plateaus, the first response is to be stricter and to do fat fasts and egg fasts, and I didn't do any of those. My first response is to rather just take a break, take a breather, and just not think about it and get back onto it. I mean, everyone copes differently, but I just feel being stricter is not going to help me. It's just going to end up with more disordered type eating and thinking, but that's just me, each to their own. So I didn't do any egg fast or fat fast. I was keto, and when I found things weren't working, instead I added a little bit more carbs in. I just didn't weigh myself for a bit. I had a period of not weighing myself, just not thinking of the number on the scale, just going for it. And you know, I got through those plateaus, and then when I got to around the 6-month mark, I went away on holiday to Japan, where I didn't follow keto to the letter. I just kind of did what I wanted to, and I came back, and initially I struggled a bit trying to get back onto keto, and then I kind of had a realization with all of the stress and everything that is going on in my life with moving my family from Australia to Ireland. I can't try and lose weight and getting frustrated about plateaus. I was plateauing whether I was on or whether I was off keto, and I was strict keto to the letter, measuring my food, whether I was off. I was staying the same, my weight wasn't moving. So the last few months, what I have been doing, if you watched my video the other week, I have been intermittent fasting, and I've found 16/8 intermittent fasting. I've done it every single day pretty much for the past month, and again, everybody is different. You need to experiment with what works for you. I have found that my eating window is 8 AM to 4 PM every day, which some of you might, it just won't work. that's fine. That works with my lifestyle. I have breakfast at 8 a.m. and then my second meal of the day is either a big lunch and then I have a tiny snack, or I have a tiny snack and then a big meal just before 4. Just depends on my days and I take it as it comes. But my eating window is 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and I fast from 4 p.m. until 8 a.m. the next day. So it's 16 hours fasting, 8 hours of eating. I find that is working for me. Scale's still plateauing, but I found my shape has gone down. I feel my stomach is flatter, my face has shrunk. I feel since doing 16/8, the scale hasn't been moving, but in the same way I have been doing daily kickboxing workouts and yoga workouts almost every day, when it just depends on how my days go. I don't drive myself crazy. I've got 10-minute workout DVD. I do the same 10 minutes, and then I've got I do yoga with Adrienne, YouTube channel. She's got a whole lot of yoga videos, and I just pick what I feel like, how much time I've got, and just do a yoga. So I do feel like possibly I'm building muscle. I do feel my legs are a bit more muscular than they were before, but you know, I'm not stressing about it. I found 16/8 just means that I'm eating what I want to, some keto meals, some not keto meals, but I find doing 16/8 means I'm not putting the weight back on and I'm staying the same weight, and so I'm happy with that. So yeah, after 1 year, you're probably curious, how much have I lost? Well, it was the first 6 months of keto. I lost about 17 kilos in 6 months, and since then I've put a couple back on, so I'm about 14-15 kilo, but I haven't weighed myself. I don't want to weigh myself. It's just, I'm just going to have a little break from that, and I can feel it in my clothes and see it in my face and my waist and everything. So 6 months of keto was 17 kilos, and I've just tried to maintain that loss and put a couple back on, but I'm not stressing about that. For me, I'm looking at it that a year ago today I decided to start keto. If I hadn't started keto, instead of losing and putting back on or whatever, what's happened over the past year, I could have been plus 5, 10, 15 kilos. So I'm glad I have lost 14, 15 kilos in the last year as opposed to putting anything on. I'm feeling healthier than I ever had. That's a huge change that I feel. I feel so much better, and I'd rather just know that that's what happened. Everyone just things differently. For me, the weight loss has all been about health, longevity, as opposed to looking good in the bikini. Oh, no one wants to see that. So yeah, that has been my year. It's been an awesome year. It's been a real ride. As I've said, highs and lows. Going forward, I'm going to continue with 16/8, and on this channel you can expect mostly low carb, high fat, keto friendly dishes, because I still love experimenting with those ingredients, and you can expect more of that to come. But as I'm having 16/8 and I'm having a little bit of everything, other videos may creep in, especially when I travel. I want to share all the travel and all the adventures. In a few months time, we're stopping at Singapore on the way to England. On the way to England, yes, we're going to Singapore, England for a couple of weeks, and then finally settling in Ireland. So we're having a little bit of travel before we get there. So I want to eat all the food in Singapore and all the food in England, and I'm going to share every step of it with you. So make sure to subscribe if you're not already, and thank you so much for every single like and comment and every single one of you who've subscribed over the last year. It has meant so much to me to have you there supporting and encouraging me through the good times and the not so good. And yeah, I encourage you to leave a like and comment as well on this video with any thoughts for future videos, what you want to see from this channel, what you want to see from me. I look forward to hearing from you, and remember to check down below for the blog post where I will share more coherent thoughts on my 1 year keto anniversary, keto-versary. So thanks again so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye!